All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Accidental Nonsense. I'm Dave.
I'm Kristen.
And we have a special episode today. Hopefully, it works. We'll see. Our first guest is supposed to be joining us shortly, and we'll introduce her when she joins. But we're going to
If
just.
she joins.
If she joins, we don't know. If not, I guess we're just going to be just chatting about random stuff this episode. So we'll see. Or
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
just cancel and repeat. I don't know. So.
Never. You can't cancel.
No. Did you have something to kick it off while we wait?
I had a muffin.
Right. So there's the question. What's your favorite muffin?
Actually, I do have a question.
Go.
So when you're out in public, just walking around, having a good day. Oh, snap.
Uh-oh.
We got people calling in from all over,
shoot,
but not this person.
They want to get
our
on.
Guest. So you know, sometimes something happens and you accidentally cough up a loogie in your mouth. Like sometimes that happens in life.
And what's a loogie for people who don't know?
It's a booger in your mouth.
a ball of mucus.
Mucus that comes up in your mouth. And so what do you do if, say, you're inside or something at like a really nice place? Like you don't, I mean, maybe you do. What do? Do you still spit it out on the floor? Do you swallow it? Do you just keep it in your mouth until you can spit it out somewhere, like in a tissue or bathroom or something? Or, yeah. So which one?
If I coughed up a ball of mucus in my mouth and I was in like a restaurant, I would just swallow it.
You would swallow it?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever once like spit out like when I coughed up
You just
mucus.
eat your loogies?
Yeah, I'm like, it's already in my mouth. Is that gross?
See,
Do normal people not do that?
I don't know what other people do. People will have to tell us what they do. But when that happens to me, I have enough time if I'm all mucusy trying to get it out. So like, I don't swallow it back down. I would just keep it in my mouth if that's possible. Like if I'm having to talk to people, then maybe I would be like, oh, I have to swallow this. And that kind of grosses me out. But I would try and spit it out somewhere.
So you just
in a napkin, like in a napkin or something.
So you just keep the mucus just chilling in your mouth until you get an opportunity to get it out.
Not for hours, but if I think I can find something soon.
What if it is hours though? Like what?
I'd probably accidentally swallow it.
Like what if you're on like a fancy dinner train and it's like an hour ride and there's no place to spit out this mucus ball?
I think I would have to swallow it, or I just spit it in my water and ask for a new cup.
Is it disgusting to swallow? That's more disgusting.
Maybe
you just spit it in a cup of water, and then you're like, oh yeah, something's in this. Can you like take it and like? Is that what you do? You like send your water back because your mucus balls are in it?
Yeah. Don't want those mucus balls.
You don't want those mucus balls. So, yeah.
But what is your favorite breakfast muffin?
A blueberry, probably.
Blueberry, really?
Yeah, like a nice blueberry muffin. Nothing.
Like the most average berry.
But it has to be made right. Like there has to be like, you know those blueberry muffins that have like a little bit of like salt on top and it's kind of like the top's cooked perfectly? Just throw some butter on them and then it's delicious.
Those dollar mixers you get from the store?
Yeah. I like the cheap blueberry muffins. But not
those are actually kind of good. The mixed berry ones, I like those mixes.
But not like the little bites that you can get like for kids, like the little like small bites.
The little bites are like gas station snacks.
Yeah, not those. I don't like the gas station muffins. I mean, they need to be like cheap, well done muffins.
I have a mixed berry chocolate chunk.
And where'd you get that from? You got it from the local store, or did you?
I made this.
You made it. Okay, so she made in her small cottage a blueberry muffin
in my shoebox.
In her shoebox. So
yeah.
So this episode was supposed to be a parenting episode. We were going to have a guest on to talk about parenting, and hopefully they join. They're a new mother, so if they don't join, they're probably dealing with the baby. It's pretty fresh. It's
new as in what?
It's about a month.
2 months?
2 months.
Month?
2 months now.
I don't know. I guess I should know, but I don't know.
2 months now, I think. So they're fresh out the body there and all cleaned up and ready to go.
I would hope so.
But it's been long enough where she should be like having some kind of routine down for the most part, though, and getting motherhood down
She
to a
should
T.
know how to care for the child at least.
Right. It's like you with
I
your
think.
dogs, right?
Exactly the same.
Your dog used to bark a ton.
Which dog?
Copper.
Copper never barked.
Didn't he used to whine? Oh, no, he peed.
Oh gosh.
She or she? Is it she or he?
Barking? Peeing. You know.
It's a she, right?
I'm not telling you. You should know.
Well, Copper, we've debated this. Copper could be a boy's name or should be a boy's name. But
Yeah, it should be because it's from Fox and the Hound,
yeah,
but it's a girl.
But it's a girl.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, your dog used to pee
Yeah.
a ton. Like,
Yeah, she's a beagle, and from other people that have had beagles, they've had similar issues. Maybe not all of them, but she took a good amount of time to potty train. But looking back, I'm wondering if maybe she got UTIs a lot. I don't know.
maybe you
But
weren't.
she's good now.
Maybe you weren't
She's
that
doing
good of a
good.
dog mother.
No, because my second dog was trained in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I see. So, well, at least Copper's done now.
So we got it done.
Fixed.
But it's I think it's typically easier than potty training, probably. Potty training your dog rather than a kid.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know,
I
what do
mean,
you
with the
think?
kid though, you just put on a
Depends
diaper.
on
Do
the
they
dog,
have
I
doggy
guess.
diapers?
They actually do.
So that would have been more. That would have been probably beneficial for you.
No, because she would eat it.
And then that's even grosser, I guess. Yeah. See, you don't have to worry about
And
kids
then-
eating their diaper.
No, some maybe. I don't
No,
know.
it depends on what kid you have or where the parents at the time. Did you check your phone to see if our guest is coming?
Yes. So our guest, I said come,
Okay.
and I have not heard back. So
Hopefully they can join in while we're recording because we've already started this podcast. We're hoping they join in.
and there's no turning back.
There isn't because we've
And we're
already
on a roll.
wasted 6 minutes of this. So
We are on a roll.
we're on it. So
All right. What I could do is just call her from here. But what we're doing
We'll just
is
keep-
she doesn't know.
she doesn't know
she
she's a
doesn't
guest
know.
on the podcast right now.
No.
No.
Unless she's very suspicious. So she doesn't know that she's going to be here. I contacted her. I told her that this is a new form of FaceTiming
Mm-hmm.
and that she needed to be here at 7:05, 8:05 my time on the dot.
Right.
So she's just going to call in. She doesn't know what's happening. So we may or may not get a
Our very first guest. It's our test run.
first-hand look at motherhood too, because
Yeah.
if who knows how things will be in her.
And it's a
House.
test run. So maybe you should call her and say, hey, can you
But
click
we're
that?
gonna have to, yeah. We're gonna have to call her, see where she's at.
All right. So we're calling her right now live on our podcast.
Live cold calls,
Cool. So audio just
accidental cold calls.
hang out for a minute.
You come in, click on that link.
Hi.
Click on the link I gave you.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. See these new moms. All right, click on the link. I'm gonna hang up.
She's gonna be suspicious. I think. Watch
Bye.
watch this.
I don't think so. I don't think she knows. She said, "Oh shoot." So she's on her way. She forgot.
She
So
forgot,
I
so-
don't know if mom brain is actually a thing, but she's got something going on.
Mom brain might be a thing. There's also the baby blues, which mothers get sometimes too. But she seems in good spirits.
That's true. She's in good spirits.
Now, my wife, who nobody, well,
No.
some people know if they know me. She had
Nobody knows your wife.
nobody knows.
My wife, who nobody knows.
She had baby blues for our second kid, not our first one.
Which
Second.
baby blues is just depression.
Just
correct?
really, yeah, just like major depression.
I feel like they need to change the name because baby blues kind of makes it sound like a cute.
Yeah, some like fun
Thing,
little
but-
thing. It's like, yeah, I want to kill myself, but it's just baby blues.
Yeah,
No, I
they make
know.
it sound like it's
My wife did not
It's
want to kill herself. She was just
so
like, sad.
chill.
She was just.
But
really
it can get to that point though. Sometimes
could.
it can be.
It can be troublesome.
Yeah, you gotta get help.
We should have somebody come on here and talk about that. That'd be good.
That will be next year.
Keep your phone on you, cause it might not work. She might not be able to pop on while we're already recording. I'm hoping she can. We'll figure it out. as we go.
She has got the link. She's probably changing diapers. Anytime
nervous.
I have talked to her in the past month, she's got a baby in her arm, you know?
This is like our very first guest, and we're trying to get like a celebrity to join, and it's like, I hope they come.
I know.
Oh Well, while we
Nobody knows this
while we
person.
wait, I got. We'll do a little if you had to, which we've been doing. So if you had to, which one would you choose? You got to marry Kim
right.
Jong Un or have an upside down face?
Yikes. That's difficult. Do I have to stay with him?
I mean,
Can I just marry him and go off somewhere?
you probably have to stay with them.
Can it just be like legal paperwork?
You might want to though. You don't know. You might be.
I don't know. I mean, he probably has a pretty good life.
Right.
She said 1 sec, it's not working. I mean, if I could leave eventually, I guess I'd marry him and then leave. Because having an upside down face would be, you'd have to get used to eating up here.
I put in it's just constant, and then when you're like your nose is gonna be upside down, so every time it rains, you're gonna be like every single time.
That's true. Everything's going in there.
Yep. So I'd have a.
And your eyes, would you see everything upside down?
Yeah, I do.
Like you're standing on your head?
I'd probably marry Kim.
I bet you would.
I would. You know.
Even if you didn't need an upside down face.
Even if I didn't need an upside down face, I'm gonna choose to marry Kim.
Even if there was no
Oh
ultimatum.
my gosh. So we'll
All right.
So
We may need to
okay. Well,
give her a little FaceTime call.
well, I can. Is what she's saying about it not working?
She said 1 sec, it's not
Okay.
working.
We'll give it a second. If not, we could hit the stop on this record. We'll start this back up, but then when we edit it all, it'll look like it's all in one beautiful.
No one will ever
No
know.
one will ever know. I'm actually going to just put this
That's
into the
sweet.
podcast anyway, so they're going to know we talked about it.
No, they can't know.
They can't know. Cut it.
No, please. All right, cut it now.
Cut. Stop it. You want me to stop it?
Yeah, we'll redo.
Okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Welcome, Kathryn Bender.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Alban, Kathryn Alban.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oops.
Alban.
Whoops. So, this is our very first guest. We're using you as a guinea pig to see if guests work.
Cold calling.
Good. Well, maybe you should have them download the app.
No,
first.
no. This is how we do it.
this is how we do it. So Kathryn is our sister, and we already mentioned and talked already about this is a parenting episode.
Yeah.
So we have a few questions for you as a new parent.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I got the first one. You
Okay.
ready?
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll do this one. But can you tell Ezra to be quiet?
I'll try.
What's the grossest thing that has happened so far? Since
She pooped all over her bassinet
how did that happen?
in the middle of the night.
How did it
I
happen?
was changing her diaper on my bed, and then her poop shot out all over the bedspread and on the side of her bassinet.
Projectile poop.
Yeah, like 3 a.m.
So you got a projectile pooper.
Wow. Did you clean it up or did you just go back to bed?
I definitely cleaned it up.
I would have just went back to bed. Get it in the morning.
All right, David, you got the second
Oh,
one.
I got the second one? All right, great. Anyways,
Which is actually the first one.
this is the first
because I
one?
skipped. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want that one.
What's the biggest thing you miss about not being a parent?
Probably being able to just get up and go anywhere I want to. Like, go run out to coffee store or
Or just go outside.
going outside.
Go to the bathroom.
Not having to worry the next time. Oopsies.
That's perfect.
This thing wouldn't let me. Maybe I can get it.
What's the number one place you wish you could go right now?
You're sideways,
I
Kathryn.
wish. I know.
She's a mess, people.
That's okay. It's okay. The audio version won't see it.
I wish I could go to Disney World.
Oh,
No,
Really?
not right now. Not with the baby.
Choice.
Right now, I wish I could go to a French restaurant on the other side of the county.
Interesting.
That's good. Well,
Yeah, also, well, when you're a mom and you're using your body to feed your baby, you have to still watch what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
that's
can't have
another
coffee.
weirdness about not being a parent is that I could drink as much caffeine as I wanted to.
So you can't just go to Starbucks whenever.
Or,
So it's
No.
probably making you healthier, if anything.
yeah, well, I had to cut out dairy because I'm thinking that dairy might be upsetting her stomach.
That's
so.
the bassinet issue.
Speaking
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Speaking
wait.
of,
We should mention, Kathryn is just it's 2 months into parenthood, right?
7 weeks, almost.
Almost 2 months. So you're getting there. They say after 2 months it only gets worse.
Yeah, I believe it.
All right, go ahead, Kristen.
and 2 months out, what is the weirdest thing that's happened to your body so far?
Uh-oh. Can you laugh without it hurting? You had a C-section, right?
I can know.
I was visiting during.
Yeah, when I got. Yeah.
I was visiting when the baby was born, and Kathryn just kept laughing for some reason, and it was
they would have kept making me laugh.
She had to go back to the hospital.
I legit thought that. I thought I was going to have to, because I think I still have
issues.
Injury on the inside from laughing so hard.
All right, answer Kristen's question.
Strangest thing since being a parent? Probably growing milk.
It grows milk.
Producing milk.
You grow it. All right. Yeah, that is strange. You
Have
don't
you-
have to go in the fridge. You just right there.
You legit feel like you're a cow or a goat or something like that.
So
Speaking of a cow,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like a deflated balloon?
I guess, did you feel like a deflated
My
balloon
stomach?
2 months ago when the baby was born?
Yes.
Listen, the strangest thing was driving home from the hospital and going over like the bumps in the roads. My stomach felt just like a big bowl of Jello.
Mm.
Ooh.
That was really weird.
What kind of Jello?
The green kind.
Oh, so
What would that
watermelon.
Real jiggly.
So
Yeah.
So here's a question: are you because you're probably gonna write a parenting book? Has your husband, just for the people who don't know us, has your husband gone to the fridge and accidentally mistaken the breast milk for regular milk?
No.
Okay.
Because my milk is in a baby's bottle.
I mean, listen, we all know your husband.
We don't know how he drinks his milk. We're just asking the questions.
Yeah, we're not fact checking this.
No, I don't think he's drinking my milk. Yeah.
Okay, David, next one.
Next one? Okay.
This is question number 1.
There's no numbers by it.
Does she have?
All right, it's okay. This is a great episode.
She hasn't mistaken cow's milk for my milk yet.
Okay,
So
well, that's good because that would probably upset her stomach.
probably.
I mean, I'm
do
no
have a
doctor.
question to ask her later on.
Are there any stupid things someone has said to you or given you advice about?
This is a safe space.
Well,
No, it's not.
Someone, when we posted a video or a picture of Miguel holding Ezra in the Miguel's my husband, Ezra's the baby. Of Miguel holding Ezra in the hospital. Miguel was like holding her in one hand and like laying out the swaddle with the other hand. And someone commented saying, "Please keep that baby swaddled." And then another person commented, "You're holding the baby wrong."
It's like, well,
So I'm like,
thank you.
what? I'm like, I'm never going to post any pictures ever again.
There, don't do it. You'll get, people will critique your parenting all the time. And that's the thing about parenting, though, because I'm a parent as well to 2 young kids. It's, you learn as you go, and like every kid's different. So one kid might want to be swaddled like Miguel swaddles them, and one kid might want to be not swaddled. You just never know.
She doesn't like to be swaddled anymore. When she was like a week and a half, I would watch the baby monitor and just watch her like Houdini her way out of the swaddle.
She
It's
did
pretty
not like
impressive. Yeah, no.
it. And
She likes-
Yes.
She also likes to talk.
We can hear that.
Ezra is our second guest.
She is our
Yeah.
second guest. Her very first podcast.
Her very
I know.
first one, yeah.
She might be
And-
the youngest.
What is the best advice that you've been given?
A parent to be.
Yeah.
Oh, the best advice I've been given.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
best. Yeah, the best advice that they've given you. We'll
Our-
wait another 2 months to get your advice.
Okay, our brother,
I knew it.
Brian,
Had it written down.
I knew it.
he said, stand to the side of the baby, not like behind the baby's butt while you're changing the diaper, because if anything happens, you don't want to get the mess on you.
Mm,
So that's a really good advice.
The mess meaning.
the poop.
The poo.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. I mean, I remember with my first kid, we took her in the bathroom, took off her clothes, trying to get her a bath, and right when we took off all our clothes, she waited, and she projectile pooped all over that bathroom, everywhere.
Sometimes they do that. They like to
They-
wait
and-
and do it after work time.
They like
they-
the way they like when they feel free.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They're not used to having
do.
everything wrapped up.
No, they don't.
They do know what they're doing.
So Kathryn, we're gonna get you back on the podcast more often, but I do have a would you rather you need to answer. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather your baby cries for 3 days in a row, does not stop for 3 days, or for 2 weeks every time the baby pooped, and it's the worst pooped ever, it gets all over you, and you have to clean it up?
Well,
3 days of crying or 2 weeks of poop?
Just straight
I don't
poop.
know. Probably the crying, honestly, because
You're used to it.
every single like hour and a half to 2 hours she poops, so that's a lot of mess.
That's-
You'd be living
yeah.
in a toilet.
You just won't sleep for 3 days.
I would probably just camp out in the shower with her for 2 weeks.
just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait the 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite thing about being a parent?
I like to hold her and stare at her.
And what's your favorite like kids thing that you have, baby thing that you have? Like what's been the most helpful that you like?
I really like this. It's I don't even know how to describe it. I think it's called a hug, and so it's like this padded. I don't know. I'm just gonna show you guys.
Oh, the snuggler thing?
Yeah, the snuggler thing,
So it's
I don't
kind of
think
like a pillow that just you like
and it has like
Match,
the sides
right?
that come up, and you just lay the baby in the middle so she can't like roll. But it's really nice because you can like just, it's lightweight, small. Like me and my gal, when she was a month old, we had to travel to New Jersey and we stayed overnight at one of the Salvation Army camps, and I just brought that thing with me, and she could sleep in there instead of trying to lug around a big bassinet.
Mm.
So
It's
nice.
So if anyone's interested, I think you can just Google baby snuggler. If you just Google snuggler,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I'll add a photo to the YouTube channel once we.
A lot of
Look, right over
There
there
it
in her
is.
bassinet.
There it
nice
is.
little mat they can.
I was
lay
hoping
in.
you'd show that, and your husband would have been laying in it. But
He uses it
Yeah,
too.
he's too
is
big
the
for
diaper
that.
genie worth it?
Oh, the diaper genie is worth
Okay,
it.
just saying. So shout out to Diaper Genie. Is that the brand name?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Diaper Genie.
Hit us up. We're not
Diaper
posting this
Genie's
until you
nice.
give us
Yep.
something.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I think like every so often we should have a parenting episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah, how to.
Get updates on Kathryn's
We'll get
parenting.
updates on
What is now the grossest thing
Yeah.
that has
What
happened
about
to
now?
you?
Is it still like the same thing?
Yeah.
I remember. So I remember. Have you ever had any like scary moments in the first 2 months?
The whole first week, I thought anything that happened, she was like gonna die.
Mm.
Like she was breathing really heavily, and I was getting really nervous about that. So we ended up taking her to the ER.
Yeah.
But then when we were in the ER, I was getting freaked out because it was a long time waiting, and there's other people in there, and it's COVID.
And they all had COVID.
So I'm
yeah.
just like, Miguel, we gotta go.
Let's get.
So there's no winning.
Come on.
before she ever was seen.
She'll be fine.
She was having a doctor's appointment literally the next morning, which was like, it was gonna be in the next 6 hours.
Right.
So we're like, listen, let's just get out of here and wait till her doctor's appointment. And her pediatrician was just like, oh yeah, that's fine.
It's just breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's,
Well,
she's just breathing.
I was the same way with my first kid. The second one, not so much, but the first one, I was definitely like calling the nurse who was there like 24/7 nurse all the time. Like, is this normal? Is this normal? Is this normal? She just scratched her face and it has a little cut. Should I come in? Just like everything,
Yeah. I did also, babies have a soft spot on the top of their head.
Mm-hmm.
David still
And
has.
Ezra has this, you can kind of see. Ezra's hair and David's hair look a little bit
They're the same. Go to our YouTube channel. We have the same hair.
But, so she has this headband with this cute little bow. And the first time I put it on her, I put it like right here on top of her soft spot. And it was maybe on there for like a half an hour. I was taking some pictures. Then I decided I'll take this off. And it like must have been pressing on the soft spot.
It pushed it down a little bit?
With a little push down, and I was freaking out about that.
That's freaky.
I started Googling, can you hurt baby soft spots if it's pressed?
And the answer was probably yes.
They said it's very hard to hurt the baby soft spot. They would have to, something would really have to,
hit them.
Press it really, really hard or, penetrate it or something like that. But they said she's...
That is, freaky about kids, though, because when my firstborn was born, they had to use, a suction cup thing to get the baby out. And when
a plunger?
Yeah, well, basically. And when it came out, it was like she had a cup-shaped thing on her head. Like her head looked like it was and the doctor's like, "Oh, that's gonna go down." I'm like, "I hope so." I was like, "That's reassuring," but I mean, the way she looks right now.
How long did it take?
I think it only took a day. By the time we left the hospital, it was so it did go down. She was right. The nurse was so listen to your doctors, folks. Go get vaccinated. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. One last I think that's all the questions. I got one last more. So this is just a fun one. This isn't about parenting, but this is what we do.
Well, no, I have a fun one.
Do you have a fun? But this is the fun one.
But I have a...
Okay, you go and then I'll go. This is how we end all of our podcasts, Kathryn. So
here we go. We've got another would you rather. So would you rather have a chair for a butt, like a stool, and so when you stand up, the legs are there poking out. You can sit anytime. Or would you rather have an airline table for a stomach? So you got your stomach and you have a fold-out table that pops out of your stomach.
Probably the chair for the butt because that would come in handy.
I bet it would. You'd be sitting on that right now, right?
Yeah, I would.
Sleeping would be rough though. Especially
Sleeping
No, all you have to
stomach.
do is just cut a spot for the chair legs to go in the bed.
Yeah, if you sleep on your back, yeah. You just sleep on your belly and then it's okay.
Or on your side.
That's right. I would choose the table chair on the stomach. I could just walk around eating my lunch.
I know.
Yeah.
I would do that too, I think. You'd have a table wherever.
So we're the table people. Kathryn's the chair butt.
Chair butt.
All right. Want me to do this one now?
Of course.
You ready? This is really good. So just listen.
This one is a long one.
Oh yeah, this is if you had to. So if you had to, you got to pick one of these. It's basically would you rather. You collect dolls. One day they all come to life. But there's a catch. They are being controlled by Russian satellites. There are now live dolls that are holding you captive in your own home. Your family thinks you're dead. You're fired from your job. They torture you, trying to extract information on the United States nuclear program. Frustrated, the Russian spy dolls take your life and you die on the floor. So would you rather have that happen? Or you're a nun now?
You're just a nun?
You choose the nun?
Can you repeat the first one?
She needs to debate it.
You want me to repeat the first one? Okay. You collect dolls now. So basically, Russian spy dolls are gonna kill you, but you collect the dolls. So I don't know, I'm
gonna choose the nun.
You're gonna choose the nun.
Yeah.
I think just for the sake of stories, I'm gonna choose the dolls because my kids could have a story to tell.
But your kids wouldn't have you.
I don't think they'll let me be a nun.
No, but they're good. They don't need them.
I think they'd let you be a nun.
Okay, so say this. Replace the nun one with every minute you need to tell everyone what time it is. So either die by Russian dolls or you have to tell every minute. So it's 3:08 now. It's 3:09.
Even in your sleep.
Then you wait a minute. It's 3:09. 3:10. Would you want to do that for the rest of the life or just die?
I'd try that out, and if it didn't work out for me, then I'd take the
To
dolls.
take the dolls.
They go find the dolls and
Yeah.
you're like, okay.
It's like, where's those Russian spy dolls? I chose wrong. She's like, can you repeat the first one?
All right. Thank you, Kathryn.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Kathryn. It was a short cast, but if you want to go back and watch it, we'll let you know when it's going to air.
Newsflash, we have an Instagram page right now. And the first one who follows us before we post anything gets a prize. So
Oh, shoot.
What's the prize?
accidental
Go find it.
nonsense.
It's going to be...
Oh.
It's gonna,
I just
It's the Russian spy doll.
it's if you had to. Thank you for... No.
find it.
No,
You gotta
so-
find it, but you have to follow us before we post.
So we're going to have Kathryn back on. We're going to wrap this thing back up. And this will be uploaded next week, next Friday. So you can, well, nobody knows that right now, but I'm letting Kathryn know
No,
for this
so-
one. So I got to keep that
Thank
hush
you.
hush. Sorry.
Yeah,
But yeah, thank you
hush.
for being on. Hopefully your parenthood. We'll check in on you again and have you on the podcast to see. Maybe it'll be a mix of a parenting episode along with something else special and fun. So
Yeah, that'll be fun and special.
you got anything else to say to the people?
Any last minute parents?
And what? Okay, if someone came up to you and said, "I need a parenting tip right now," what would you say? Right now.
Don't have a baby. Just kidding.
Wait, don't have a what?
No, I said don't have a baby.
Don't have a baby.
No, I'm kidding. Just love them. Hold them. Everybody says, put down your kid, put down your kid.
Yeah.
Hold your baby.
Yeah, that was like
So don't put them down.
her parenting tip is do not put down the kid for anything.
Don't put that baby
No,
down.
but you know,
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
always like, oh my gosh, you're going to get so spoiled if you hold them all the time.
No, that's how we were with the our second born sleeping in our bed with us, and we just let it happen until he just grew out of it, and eventually he grew out of it. So, but you know, you don't get that, but you don't get those moments back. You know,
No, you
once
don't.
they're done with those things, they grow up so fast, you don't get those moments back. So if I had to give a parenting tip, I would just say cherish every moment. Don't stress over those things. And your kid's going to grow out. Your kid's going to get potty trained. Your kid's going to grow out of sleeping in the bed. They're going to be adults soon. And just enjoy the time you have with your children. So,
Yeah.
and Kristen, what about you with your dogs? You got a parenting tip for your dogs?
Take them on lots of walks.
That's how I am with my kids too, actually.
And keep them clean, man. Nobody likes a dirty dog.
Or
No.
dogs with bad breath.
Yeah, brush their teeth.
So, yeah. So we didn't mention
Brush their teeth. Take them on walks. Keep them clean.
I have
And brush your teeth.
I have kids, Kathryn has kids, and Kristen has dog kids. So we cover.
Dog.
I also have dog kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kathryn has dog kids too, which are
first kids.
which now love kids. So, do they?
Yeah.
Are they getting used to it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. One dog just basically ignores her. The other one thinks that she's Ezra's mom. So.
Nice.
Perfect.
She tries to feed her.
That's right.
she does.
Alrighty. Thank you, Kathryn. Tell your husband to stay out of the breast milk, and we'll be back. We'll be back in our next episode. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.